Oh. Money. Money. Dollar bill, y'all. Money. Howdy, chat. Look at the message here. Look at the massage. Hello. The river is a god, and they killed her. It's time for ordinary people to hold them to account. Welcome to All Will Rise, about taking a corrupt billionaire to court for a river's murder. Manage the team mixed with eco-terrorists and godmen. Go on missions to unlock and upgrade cards, build your deck, follow leads, and find allies. This is a game in development, made with rage and joy by a small team passionate about making meaningful games for burning. Burning pretty fast as well. Alright. I'm guessing. Here might be a little bit better. All right, let's give it a go. All Will Rise. So they have the only fan. Oh, not kidding. Not bad. I joke. I'm so sorry. New game. Team office. 4 a.m. The day before closing arguments. Your Honor, the time is now. The place? You're slouching. Shh. Just in the zone. The what? That's what she calls it. The zone. You two are not helping. Can we focus, please? Tomorrow is the most important day of our lives. Well, the birth of my children is perhaps... sorry. Please continue. Not just our lives, for all of Muziris. Try not to sound like a full of super villain in court, huh? Just a suggestion. Try not to sound like a full super villain in court, huh? Joy? Okay, Joy is nothing like her name. Shinta's a complete sweetie. What can I say? I love my team. They both look tired. But what are we doing here? It's important. We spent 8 months convincing Muziris High Court that the River Periar deserves the right of legal personhood. Make the river a legal person. Nice. Card unlock. Speculation. If we win, we could hold governments and corporations to account in a new way. That's shit, okay. Life returns to the river. +5 hearsay. If you lose, then everything stays the same, and one day our dying river will be dead. And it all comes down to closing arguments tomorrow. I need to focus on one advantage, giving the river a legal personhood over the current regulatory framework. I don't have time to explain them all in court, but I can't decide which claim I should make. Maybe you should go with your instincts, huh? Or you could be strategic and play to your strength. Choose a claim that represents your Kuili's personality and capacities. Discard with determine which emotion Kuili employs in her closing argument tomorrow. Kuili. The right to sue. Community guardianship. The right to flow. Guts is furtive, egotistical, but always ready for a challenge. Hearts is compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. Minds is detail-oriented, cerebral, and detached. Hearts is compassionate, community guardianship. That's what we like, right? The right to flow. Also good, but flow as in the river is the right to flow, not the yachts. All right, let's go hearts. Community guardianship. That's what we're trying to make here as well. A safe community for everybody. Except those people who don't allow freedoms to other members of the community. Here we go. We should center the voices and experiences of the... Whoa, fucking hell. This got a Santa freaking essay. Likely ban, evade, or restricted. Quad remake. Yo, bro, just wanted to show some real support for your stream. Oh, good. Well, keep on doing it, because it's the first time I see you. And on keeping on. The ban button again. Here we go. Hey, all right. Ah, shit. I didn't read it. Do judges even have heartstrings to tug on? There you go. She yawns magnificently and then immediately looks apologetic. I think that's our cue to get some rest. See you tomorrow in court. And remember, Kuyili, all you have to do is win. Don't worry, I'll do it. Muziris High Court, India. Final day of the trial. This case could set a legal precedent. Let the river protect itself. My hands feel numb. I can't remember a single line of my closing argument. Get yourself together, Kuyili. I turn the crowd assembled in court. She to give him a little thumbs up. Joy raises an eyebrow and I feel a sudden sense of calm anticipation. Like Joy said, all I have to do today is win. Alright, we got our cards ready. Card battles. Card battles are one of the core mechanics of all-wheel rides. Play cards to tell stories and change your opponent's perspective. What? On topic, huh? Judge. This court was assembled 8 months ago to decide the fate of the River Periyar. This trial has attracted interest, not only from our local community and press, but nationally, even globally. From Japan. But let me assure you all that external pressures will have no impact on this court's judgment. Let us remind ourselves of the situation at hand and the facts already in evidence. The river is in danger. -2. Okay. Oh. We submit that the Periyar is being polluted with industrial runoff, choked by sewage, agricultural waste. We're reading already. Agricultural waste and pesticide pollution. This court accepts the precarious state of the River Periyar. The causes of the situation have been proven to us, but what is the remedy? That is what we'll decide here today. I will not hear your closing argument. I will now hear. Okay, sorry. Playing claim cards. Connect claim cards to each other to tell stories. These cards also affect emotional energies, minds, hearts, and guts. Find a claim to connect to the river is in danger in your hand and drag it onto the board. Interesting. This claim doesn't connect to any others on the board. Try playing some. Okay. Surely this isn't controversial. Hello, mate. Love your stream and would like to be a fan and friend. In weird font as well. Add me on Discord. Alright. All these fans and friends coming out. Alright. Boom. Okay. We have one option. A river needs protezione. Reasonable. Makes sense. If the river dies, the city of Muziris dies. A history dies with it. We cannot allow this to happen. I yield my turn. Advocate, please continue. Oh, okay. Does make sense. Telling stories. Connect claims to make stories in causal chains. Causes flow into consequences. Play claims that are causes above another claim and play consequences below. Can only play claims that connect to claims already on the board. I think I understand. A river needs protection, and then community. This claim doesn't connect to any others. Wow. Life returns to the river. You should control the charge awake. Make the river a legal person. Okay, so this is a claim, and this is the remedy, right? In this country, corporations have legal rights of personhood. They can enter contracts, sue for their rights, act independently. Is a corporation more of a person than a river? Is it truly more alive? Ooh, arguments. Arguments are goals to achieve in card battles. Play cards to satisfy their unique requirements. Maybe this argument tells a story that connects the river is endangered to a life returns to Periar. But facts alone will not convince your opponent. You must max out one of the Judge's emotional energies. Minds, hearts, or guts. Okay. Where are your energies? Find the polluters? Okay, I don't know. The river is in danger, leaves the life returns to said judge. His heart's on fire. 32 out of 40. Okay, I will. Don't worry. Existing laws allow us to levy fines on corporations who flout environmental standards. Last year, the court fined the corporations 1,000 rupees for polluting a river, less than the piece of a kilo of ripe mangoes. We can discourage pollution and non-compliance without fundamentally altering our legal framework. The judge is building towards an opposing argument. I shall look for an opportunity to stop her from delivering it before my argument is ready. Okay. Find the polluters. This is the claim my team and I chose last night. Okay. Community guardianship. This court talks of fines, but fines do not compare to corporate profits. We need entirely new instruments to protect the river. We'll appoint community guardians to represent the river's rights. Decisions must be made by the people who are most affected by it, people who depend on the river for survival and worship the river for generations. We will enforce existing regulation. Our regulatory bodies are underfunded and riddled with corruption. We don't need new laws. We must give our institutions the capacity to enforce the ones we currently have. I have to find a way to stop them from making their argument. Non-binary as well, nice. Okay. Denial cards. Want to undo a card's emotional effects? Get in the way of an opponent's argument? Use denial cards to negate law credibility claims on the board. Denies a heart of 3 or less. Okay. Wheel of Force. Okay, so I can do this. Yeah, for sure. Boom. Prove it. The squad has made empty promises about enforcement before. We refuse to accept this claim without more proof. Your objection is sustained. Continue our argument, advocate. Yeah. Life returns to the river. Yo, that's it. 40, baby. Hearts on fire. The judge's eyes suddenly light up. I can sense it. This is my moment. I've deliberately roused her empathy. The heart is open to my argument. The existing laws have failed us. We need a hopeful new approach. Why should this court not lead the way? Not just for a river, but for all of India, and indeed, the world. I swear to this court, if you grant the Period the right of legal personhood, life will return to the river. Did it? Okay. Oh, deliver, okay. We need a hopeful new approach. Your Honor, the time is now. The place is here. Let us make history in the courtroom today. The judge bangs her gavel into the sudden silence. Well, I'm ready to make my verdict. The light changes. Each mote of dust in the air seems to stop. Suspense. It is no easy thing to change the very foundations of our legal system to enact an entirely new framework of rights. But Advocate Kuyili's compassionate arguments cannot be denied. I commend her sensitivity and heart. Heart like a river. Doubles heart's effects of surrounding claims. Nice. Rhetoric cards. These cards have game-changing effects which can combine with each other. They don't end your turn, so play them before claims. The judge makes a legal truth out of what people of Missouri already know. From henceforth, the River Perrier is a legal person. That's cool. Make the river? Made the river. The river is a legal person. Nice. The courtroom erupts. We won. I hear Joy and Shinto's shouts louder than all the others. We won! The world has changed for the better. A little bit. Because of us. Reality is more malleable than we think. I won't forget that lesson. Yeah. 4 months later. We're halfway through the grand opening of Resilience Tower when smoke pours over the horizon and the sky turns bright orange. Fire! Fire! Is it the tower? The headquarters of the multinational conglomerate invading my city is sadly not burning. No, wait, it's the water. The river is on fire. Oh, shh. Someone wasn't happy with the results. The river burns. Undeniable. Okay. Then reality tears open. The specters of the dead leap out of the water. Oil-slick birds and pearls, spotted fish swim amongst the horrified crowd. Mangrove trees wrench their roots up to escape the flames. I reach out towards them. Guts. A crocodile snaps its jaws at me playfully, teeth leaving bright sparks on my skin. Look! Oh god, look! There's oil on the water! Oil spill. Pollution. River. I see. There's like a hand going through. That's cool. With 2 hands. The crowd bristles and seethes. People are afraid, but we're also angry. We can't stand by and watch the world burn any longer. The ghosts from the burning river slither up the Resilience Tower. Dead of the ecosystem haunting the murderer. I want to destroy something. Throw my body into the furnace. I want us all to burn. Metaphorically, of course. I have work to do in the morning. Yes, I must act. The municipal corporation office could use a new paint job in blood red. The mayor should wake up to a reminder of his responsibility for this. I text my team. The river's on fire. Let's make them regret it. I speak for the river. Cool. My smile is a blade that matches the shape of my heart. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. Inappropriate joy. For 2 turns gain 3 hearts whenever a claim reduces your hearts. Okay. She's late, but she's hungover. Joy? She was probably up late making plans. Drowning her sorrows or getting into trouble. And who'll have to clean it up? Us again. They both startled at my sudden arrival to the office and sent some papers flying. Good, I need them on their toes. You love me really, Joy. Keep things interesting and you love it. Told you she'd come and fight up. So, what did you get up to last night, fearless leader? Be evasive? Be honest. Professionalism is bourgeois and worse. Boring. Takes so much energy to wear a mask. In the interest of not incriminating anyone, I really can't tell you. You should pass by a corporation building on the way home. Joy groans and then Shita looks a little pained. How did I end up surrounded with such rule followers? Emotional energy. We gain and lose energies as you do missions, make choices, and play cards. Build them up to develop different aspects of Korea's personality. Mind is detail-oriented, cerebral, and detached. Hearts is compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. Guts is assertive, egotistical, but always ready for a challenge. Alright, enough nonsense. Open a packet of biscuits. Open too, why not? We have a lot of work to do. How can this be happening? We won the case. So much for bringing your life back to the river. Credibility updated. Debunked. Oh, look. Trans rights. Look, this is setback, but I think I do know this. A setback? If the river really was a person, she'd be dead. Joy. No, Shinto. She needs to hear it. Yes, I do. Say that again, Joy. If the river was a person, she'd be dead? Happy now? Wait, she has that look in her eye. Because the river is legally a person. Let's put the people responsible on trial. For her murder. Is that... Can we really do that? Another court case? Why not? We have research, legal precedents, contacts. You see division, Shinto. I would send a warning shot through every corporate boardroom in the world. Exactly, boss. I'm not your boss. We're a non-hierarchical workplace based on a mutual cooperation and affinity. Uh-huh. Whatever you say, boss. Brazilians eroded the coastline. Changed the sea currents. Now the river's on fire. We need to stop their port expansion. Let's put the vice president of Resilience on trial. For murder. Cool. Shinto. First we need to establish that the river is, in fact, dead. Can't see. The river is in danger. The river is dead. You say speculation, okay. I mean, it's obvious to anyone with eyes. The oil spill. We all saw it. Well, proven. But where did the oil come from? We need to find out. The fire on the river was terrible, but the oil spill is a catastrophe in its own right, which will help the citywide cleanup efforts. Because it's an opportunity for us to win over allies. Joy? No, because it's the right thing to do. Exactly right. But if we happen to build a little momentum for a murder trial while primarily helping people, then all the better. Also, people are flocking to a woman called Kotavai who claims she speaks for the river god. Oh, really? And what's she selling? Face cream? A line of supplements? I'm not saying she doesn't have her own agenda, but we shouldn't get too caught up in the court in case we forget our struggles against resilience is a spiritual one. Meet Kotavai. Kotavai leads a Teyam, an alcohol-fueled nighttime ritual of ghosts, spirits, and gods in a sacred grove nearby. Okay. Beach is black oil. Investigate the oil spill. We should find out everything there is to know about the spill. Oil spill in the commercial district. Cleanup operation here is well funded because of well-to-do. They can always use a hand. Migrant workers camp is not as identity source of evidence in the absence of social practice. A shipyard corporate cleanup. Story mission. E-mission. Okay, that's cool. Okay, nice. Story mission, and then this is a card encounter. Let's do oil spill and shipyard first. Go. Or no. Boss 6. Story purple. Where do I go? Oh, do I need to make a deck first? Oh, maybe, yeah. Alright. Okay. Inappropriate. Do I speak for the river? Okay. The river burns. Undeniable. River is a legal person. Life returns to the river. Oil river. A river needs protection. Community guardianship. And then I like the program. Okay. And then I can do the camp. is this the end of the demo? I don't know. Send your team out on a mission to investigate the latest and build a strong backup evidence. There are two kind of player missions: story missions, where choices unlock new cars and upgrade them, and strategic cards. Those where Creel deploys your deck against allies and enemies. Team missions cost energy, which then determines their chance of success. You fail to manage your team carefully during the weekend rest. Each character recovers from their baseline level of each emotional weekend replication missions to develop the baseline. Once everyone inside the mission. Once everyone has a mission, we can begin. Okay. Okay. Very likely, okay. Seem to do that. Kind of unlikely, alright? Here, unclear. Very likely. I like that though. Can make it only one. Let's go. Hang on, what should I do? Get better? Well, to business interest. Okay, it's fine if it's unlikely. Then we're gonna be careful out there. Okay, we got it. Kanikamala is a string of lush and leafy small islands floating in the backwater. The easiest way to get around is with a small canoe that's moored in front of the office. Even an oil-slicked water. The locals stay calm and move quickly. Dense social connections, regular flooding, and evacuation drills make it a good place to construct in a crisis. 10 of the beaches run black with oil. Take it from flood, dead fish and oil soaked birds flop helplessly along the shoreline. Concrete smoke billows across the sky. End of safety equipment to posture women annually. Rescue wildlife. Hand out safety. Help the washerwomen annual cleanup. That's -5. Baby Mo, the head of a local washerwomen's union, is usually front and center of the cleanup operations, standing out buckets and folding clothes, well relationship advice. Okay. I managed to avoid a devastating peak of my last failed relationship by constantly running from one cleanup location to the next. My body may be tired, but at least my psyche is intact. Biodiversity loss. Okay. It gets harder to work out the sun sets and exhausted looking garment work at local council's office. Come by with coconut water and biscuits.
Thank you for your help today. It's time to go home and rest.
Please hold the heart. Nice. Good advice. I'm exhausted.
This spill was dosed in the system. The community for decades to come, but every drop of oil recovered matters. Every animal saved. Think of that tonight. What you've done today truly matters. Smoke from the burning river sits over the city like a miasma, adding a toxic thickness to the summer heat. It's Friday. There's still much to do. We could work the weekend. This is the person who just burned out and got back from medical care. Joy is right. Yeah, pace yourselves. Guys, looks like you two got a lot done yesterday. Yes? Let me guess, people are bored, angry, and haven't been paid? Resilience is all but abandoned the migrant workers camp in the shipyard. I helped distribute food parcels. Nice. Oil spill in commercial district? Failure. I ended up meeting your dad in the street and had coffee with him. Says you should visit soon. I'll come when I can. You should visit him at least once a week. He's not getting any younger. Shh, none of us are. Yeah. Death is a specter that haunts us all. Thanks, team. Good chat. Okay. Okay. Certain investigate dredging. Clear. Or like get oil sample. Get oil oil sample. Investigate the oils. We should find out everything interesting about this spill. Then I feel up to doing this today. Alright. Here we go. Eat a biscuit.
Hey, eat a biscuit, everybody, alright?
There are fires lit in the sacred grove. My nostrils filled with wheat smoke, fermented alcohol, scented flowers left out too long. Over there, a pile of coals glowing red, awaiting a show of abandoned devotion. People slither out from the shadows. The crowd cries out, "Welcome." I feel unsettled. Anticipatory. The ritual hasn't even started yet, and they're already in a trance. Drummers drive the beat faster and faster until a silence opens up and Kotabai steps into the light. Her face is ritually painted and her fingers flicker with flame. She begins to dance. Oh yeah.
That's Kotabai's gut on fire.
Okay. Or mine. Alright. The river god is angry. When a village is cursed with sickness or drought, they hold a Theyam, a folk ritual where the performance is possessed by their local god. The god speaks through them and communicates what must be done to placate their anger. Alright, each village and community has their own gods and their own ancient stories, but Kotabai breaks tradition and tells a new story. Believable.
I am the river goddess of Muziris.
The port expands. Undeniable, alright.
A false god has been invited into Muziris and it calls itself Resilient.
People jeer. One of her followers brandishes a red painted sign with the letter RIG for Resilience Investment Group.
This unnatural new port is a temple to this god of greed.
Plays the story out with her body, drawing audience members into unexpected roles, miming excitement, fear, lust, desperation with her painted face.
Eating up the earth, changing the very currents of the sea.
Dirting the water and fouling the air. A disrespectful entity, brash and vulgar, throwing nature out of balance. The river burned. Resilience feasted on my city, growing strong as I. Oh, can we play some cards? What the fuck? Tried to burn me out, but I am the heart of Muziris, even in death. Those who worship me rise up against this false god. He is 40. Crowd moans in fear, in ecstasy. Reclaim Muziris, or we will all burn. Alright, here we go. Ricardo Bell's conversations go back and forth for a limited number of turns. Play rhetoric or denials first. You can play multiple per turn and combine them. Play claims last. They end your turn. Claim is the last, okay. Make sure an argument as you can before. Make as many arguments as you can before your turn then. But if you can't, come back next week and try again. Here we go. Okay. Oil spill. Biodiversity loss. The river's that. Okay. So how do I know which one is Elaine? Doubles hearts. I need to set her guts on fire though. Match her guts energy. Okay, so I need to get my guts. Okay. Oil spill. Anything else? Not on fire. Not on fire. Okay. Help me hold Resilience accountable for the oil spill. Okay. Even if you find all the proof in the world, they have money and power on the side. The rich and powerful own reality itself. The truth doesn't matter. Right about that. Divine presence while on board +1 to all spiritual. The shout cutaway spins towards the lit coals, dancing across them like they're warm sand. The crowd roars. In the moment, the river god is among them. We witness miracles. Rig is criminal. We're on the same side here, Cutaway. Are we the ones sucking the city dry in the name of shareholder profits? Are we eroding the coastline, stealing the livelihoods of fishermen and farmers? No. Resilience is the true criminal. I'm on your team. Okay, hold on. Denies a claim or 3 or less. It is a speculation. It's only a 1 though. Can I just... 2 turns gain 3 hard whenever a claim reduces hard. Doubles hard. Either I can connect this as cause or consequence. It's dead. So I can't. I don't think I have to prove it quite. Where? Help me with where are you? Yeah. River burns. The river is dead. If I do it over here, the river god is angry. No, the river is dead. Or if I go, the river burns. Oh, the river is dead. Plus, that help me at all? Oh, river is dead. Speculation. The river was murdered. She has right to be. Yes, exactly. Those who stand by and do nothing, like you. She spins and rolls, pointing fingers of fiery accusation at random members of the crowd. Laugh sharp and bright. Yes, you and you and you will all face the dead god's anger. Capitalism is the world. I agree. Nature has limits. Capitalism does not. 33 out of 40. Okay. Almost there. Lost a little bit though, I think. The system is leading us towards planetary disaster, ecological collapse. I speak for the river. She might not appreciate the competition. Biodiversity loss. This one. I was so delighted at my inappropriate joy. She dances close and rolls me into her embrace. We have to find a way to look at her and hold it joyously. Yes, perhaps you and I can truly. I don't hear the end of the sentence because someone else catches her eye and she darts away to deliver some vital proclamation, or perhaps a rebuke. Doubles art like a river. Effects of surrounding claim. Place. Oh, what? How did I do? I can do one here. Crisis. Shh. But the way ran out of hearts and entered crisis and prepared to meet their worst self. Their hearts will remain stuck at 0 until the next meeting. If one player runs out of energy at the same time, they will burn out, ending the conversation. But the way is the river, a vast, rushing, boiling thing, bearing all of us along in the rapids. Her eye unfocused here, desperate abandon to her movements. I speak for the biodiversity loss. Here. Fossil fuels destroy the future? -5. Okay. -5 for me! Oh, okay, that's how it works. We can drill the earth dry of oil, feed it all into compression jaws, and it will lick its lips and demand more and more and more. Trial for murder. I wonder if I could get Kataba on board as a witness. Yo, +5? Yeah. No, I don't acknowledge the legitimacy of the court. You're not worthy. Build, but usually dealing with certain arguments, card of building trust matter. One more going to. Did I lose? Strategic violence is necessary. I also agree. We're not worthy. My friends, I'm not bloodthirsty. I don't desire violence, but I refuse to meet my death and humiliation passively. Their enemies will determine the choice of weapons. Violence is the only language they understand. I agree with Kataba quite a lot, actually. Okay. A river needs protection. I mean, yes, but... Okay. You've been trying to protect the river for some time. Perhaps you need to rethink your methods. Sounds like someone I know. Should introduce it. Sounds like I'd like them. Dangerous secret. Rishab Rai will not leave Muziris alive. Confession of guilt. Lose 5? Oh my god. I know I'm going to get some of these people killed, but I can't stop. Vicious insult. God damn. Destroying. Your addition to comfort makes you a coward. Can I have some more out of turns? Night ends too early. Damn. More arguments I wanted to make. So much more I wanted to do. Ah, well. Takes patience to get to know people. I'll just come back another time and try again. Ah, gosh darn it. It ended. 0 hearts. To go on quickly. Any updates before we break?
I got the oil sample. High levels of pesticide pollution in the sample.
Pesticide pollution. Investigate the oil spill. The oil seeped from the harbor through the backwaters and into the river. Somewhere along the way, it caught fire. Oil spill? Undeniable. Or maybe someone set the oil on fire.
Who would do such a...
Someone who wanted to cover up an oil spill? That would only work if it was a small spill, somewhere remote. Maybe they panicked or didn't realize the scale of what had happened. Burning the oil, polluting the atmosphere, causing even more damage to the ecosystem and people's bodies? They already did? Shintu. You don't know really what happened yet, but you are too naive, my guy. I can't believe it's even a possibility. We can't live in a world that's so cruel and selfish. If someone burned the river to cover up mistake, then they're evil. Shinto ended up all his guts. He's in crisis. He needs to rest. Yeah, he needs to read a book as well. I don't believe in evil. The voice goes suddenly small, all his eyes, and his eyes unfocused. Mine too, man. I've been squeaking the whole time. This work takes a toll. Looking at the aura of the world directly, the impunity of the powerful. Some people are evil. I don't know what to tell you. That's really gonna help. Enjoy it. The weekend. Thank God it's the weekend. It doesn't stop. Visit the shrine in each different area. Cool. Go to a live show. Go into nature. Attend the community garden. Write letters to incarcerated activists. Train for the snake boat races. Devise a play. Visit a shrine. think that's gonna be for her, because she needs to practice to talk to Katawai. Train for the snake boat races. Train local teenagers for the annual snake boat race. Yeah, you go do that. Then the community garden. That's gonna be you. And you're gonna go to a show. Happy weekend. Doesn't surprise me that the children running wild on the street in the cities are a little god-touched. City is their mother. Queer, Dalit, proud, nice. Who decided to put on a play about death and resurrection, the powerful being torn down, a world with no adults, the powerful being torn down. One of them styles fake beard in the style of a shab and prances around with a towel thrown over his shoulders like an expensive scarf. Hilarious. I hope we don't get sued. Hey, nice. We got some points back. Base level. Okay. Okay. Nice. Yo, 28 joy. -3. Go forth. A new week beginning. This time we thought through with that arguments we were going to present at the murder trial. Enough flailing about at random. But I love flailing about at random. You're finally getting on board. We need to be ruthless and clear-eyed. You're finally getting on board. I do love how you show approval to scolding an organization. Even a plan I don't agree with should be executed properly. Okay, let's focus on what arguments we're going to make and how we can strengthen them. We should first argue that the river is dead. We can find a lot of potential evidence for this. We just need to make sure it's strong. We should also make an emotive argument. The river is dead is 5 guts. The oil spill has caused immense community suffering. Still need an argument of who we hold responsible. Let's start by establishing the crime. We can get to that later. So, how strong are our current arguments? Case review. Review arguments you're planning to make in court. Access whether you have enough claims and connections whether those claims have enough credibility. The cred, baby. Suffering flowing from oil spill. The river is dead. Review. We're still missing some claims in this argument. Do you see our glaring weak link? The opposition can easily deny any hearsay or speculation. We should make sure we strengthen to make our argument more convincing. There's some interesting new case law on ecocide, which is just a fancy name for murder. At the moment, many of our claims are speculation at best. Really, we'll just have to use rhetoric to make these claims more convincing, or call witnesses, or actually find more evidence to strengthen these claims. We can also tie weaker claims to undeniable ones to strengthen their credibility. Oh yeah, like the river burns, let's make sure to use it strategically. Okay. We don't have time to strengthen all our arguments. Is this one worth pursuing? We have 2 main anchors to the argument, but it's always useful to find some more. This is a more emotive argument. It helps us establish that resilience has caused enormous harms to people and observers. This is also a way of destroying resilience social license to operate in Muziris. Use the trial and excuse to make people hate resilience in their activities. It's sneaky, I like it. Exactly, you have to remember that what we're doing here is part legal trial, part PR spectacle, and part protest. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, let's get the specifics. Does someone want to volunteer to troll social media for potential leads? Check social media. I'm really feeling the enthusiasm in the room. Should also investigate the port itself. Also, there's fishermen you should really talk to. A real character knows all the good gossip. So think about how you're going to approach him. Pick one card to keep. Trauma dump. Steal hearts from opponent equal to trust. Emphasize immediate. Reapply one of the opponent's active on the board. Gain trust.
Audacity. Draw any unplayable authority card from your deck and play it. Alright, sure, yeah, let's go for the wild one. I won't be able to say things that are unexpected. Great. We get ready to take on Shabir now. I thought it was gonna be my dad. How much time do I have? I want to visit 7 weeks of field trial. I want to visit Katawai again. Okay. Investigate dredging. Shabir. Remember your respirators. The smoke's toxic. I have extras to hang out to anyone I meet. Oh, good idea. Good luck, really. Universe smiles on that one. Sus mere mortals you should worry about. Fine, fine. Good luck to you and only you, Joy. Thank you. If I can engage Shabir on an emotional level, he's likely to be an excellent source of juicy gossip. Okay, by which I mean potential leads, of course. I'm professionally knows. You're Shabir, right? I'm Queely, Shita's friend. And, I thought you were his boss. Technically, we're a non-hierarchical... Oh yeah, fine. I'm his boss. The river burns. Undeniable. Setting others on fire. When you max out on your opponent's emotional energy, you set them on fire. You'll get extra turns, unlock new arguments and conversations. Fire states are sticky. They will stay at 40 until the next meeting or until another energy goes on fire. Nothing is on fire right now. Max out one of Shabir's stats. People tend to open up their emotions. Okay. I want to prove that resilience is possible for the oil spill. I want to bring them to justice. Is justice even possible so soon after the crime for the people who have been harmed? I can imagine revenge, even restitution, but justice, I think that happens before or long, long after. Fish kills. Hearsay. There's fish killed every few months these days. Fish dying in droves. You might think, does that make the fisherman's job easier? Just scoop them up. Trust me, you don't want to eat these fish. He has a claim of 3 or less? River. Right, what am I doing? Plus 2. Okay. Suddenly appropriate laughter into my delight should be rejoined without having any idea what I'm laughing. Why is his eyes wheezing? I needed that. Nice. Okay. Speak for the river. Yes, inside you, I can sense human body is mostly water, and an empty vessel for a river god to possess. No objection here. Add 1 trust. The effects of the last claim are triggered again at half strength.
got. Oh, this is the last turn, I guess. I see. Trial for murder. +5. I want to hold the river skills to account. I'm going to put Rishabhi Rai on trial. Murder. Are you? I'm interesting. I think he doesn't believe me. I think I'm delusional. Be raised me goodbye, she for being lapsed into thought. There are depths to him I have only begun to wade in. The captain of I think it would be a useful witness. I have an idea how to track him down. Let me guess, an excuse to go day drinking? No comment. I found an official who was recently fired from the harbor's engineering department. It would be a good idea to try and talk to someone who still works there as well. Oh, definitely looking at that. And maybe talking to the dredging company as well. We'll also think about how we can use the press for our campaign. God, do we have to? There's always more oil spill cleanup to do. The community will remember who showed up in the time of need. It also balances visiting our main contacts and exploring and investigating. Yes, we need to build. Each card battle can be played once a week, judging about when you choose to battle. Running out of cards to play in battles, go to story missions to unlock new cards. Basic deck building. Oh. 4 months. Irregular dredging. Where's that hearsay? We went to check. We absolutely went to check. Everything he does is unlikely. Here we go. A great day. Reports that the officers are perched on an artificial island, built up from the mud dredged to create the harbor it overlooks. This ground Port Authority engineer meets me at a little tea stall to west of the jetty. Boomerangs dive under the water and emerge with silver fish under their It looks like my Aunt Rosie. A formidable woman who terrified me as a child. Hopefully, the resemblance is only skin. Resilience has utterly mismanaged the port expansion from top to bottom. And Rishabhi Rai, that empty suit, don't get me started on him. I don't think he's actually read any of my department reports. I'm not even sure he can read. Negligent. I love engineers. I've learned to love engineers. I had a yawn and nod. I love engineers. They're hard to anger, but when they do have a grievance, it can be. Bet it's going to be thoroughly. Do they push for more, or is it too early? She's righteously angry with resilience and with Rabbi. Any interesting documents you can flip me? Anchor and leave. Ask about her family instead. Any interesting documents you can sleep me? She pulls back from me, and I realize I overstepped. She's happy to rant, but not ready to. Insist. Spend 3 trust. Add 1 to any denied claim on the board. I like my job here. I have family to support. I'm sure that everything she says so far is just between us, but she's very of me. Damn. I have to build a trust with her before she's willing to give me anything. Engineer -5. Guts and fire. Okay. Approve of this disaster. Oh my goodness. Oh, Chad, do we stop here? Oh, really lets us go and go. Yo, that's it though. All will rise. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. Let's play more. When it comes out. When is it coming out? It says coming soon. Alright. Coming soon, no actual date. That's all I got. Looks cool. The message is already fantastic. What we like. Community guardianship. That's it. That was a little bit of the demo of All Will Rise. Thank you very much. Protect your community, chat. Protect each other. Don't stay silent. If you don't know what to do, then you know, talk to people. Start with talking, being angry together, and then the more people you talk to, the more the higher chances something will come up. Something that resembles a plan. All right. Thank you very much. Have the rest of your day. Know your enemy and stay frosty. Good night, chat. Bye. Bye.